Have you heard? Have you heard the news? There's some changes coming to Instagram. You know, that other place where you like to post your cute pictures of your kids and your vacation? Well, apparently, Instagram is not leading when it comes to being a photo sharing app. They're totally going to focus on video. Hi, everyone. It's Rashonda Pratt, known in the digital streets as The Rose Show Live, and you're watching Visibility is Power TV. Today, I am going to share with you, which is going to be part one of a two-part series about the big Instagram announcement. You've heard it all over the digital streets. The head of Instagram came out to say that Instagram is no longer about photo sharing. It's no longer the square picture app, but they're focusing on video. Specifically, they're focusing on short form video and entertainment. What does that mean for your brand visibility? We're going to get into that. But before we do that, listen, make sure, if you haven't already done so, make sure to hit the subscribe button. Make sure to share this with a friend and invite them to subscribe as well. Listen, all of the details, all of the deets on how you can connect with me are in the comment section down below this video. And my shirt, shout out to Dope Christian Tees. I know, take a screenshot. I brought the table, entrepreneur. So if you're interested in how you can cop your shirt too, that's in the comments below there in the section right below this video. So let's get into it. So Instagram sent the internet in a flurry, and people are still in their feelings. Are you one of those people that are in their feelings? The fact that the head of Instagram decided that, you know what? We got some pretty stiff competition out here. They are trying to keep up with TikTok. TikTok is trying to keep up with YouTube. Here we are. Everybody's trying to keep up with each other. It's almost like everybody's trying to keep up with the Joneses. So Instagram is now saying that it's not all about the photos, you know, how they first started, but they're now leaning into the fact that people come to Instagram, according to the head of Instagram, they come to Instagram to be entertained. Now, before you go into a panic, because I can hear you saying to yourself, I'm not funny. I'm not telling jokes. My business is not about entertainment. My business is not funny. What I'm doing is serious. My ministry, non-profit. This is not a laughing matter. How do I still remain relevant when it comes to my visibility on Instagram? Well, I want to share with you three things. So in this first video, we're going to talk about the three things that I want you to focus on, okay? And then in video number two, okay? So there's a two-party here. In video number two, I'm going to deep dive into, should you stop posting your pictures? I'll answer that question in video two. But for now, let's get into this. Number one, you need to develop a media mindset. A mindset as it pertains to your media. One of the things that I love about short form video, it reminds me a lot of my TV news days. So I'm a former television news producer of 20 years. I worked behind the scenes as a television news producer, writing the stories that the anchors read on air. And much of the things that we did was really short form content. All the worlds are aligning. So when I think about the fact that we have a big story like the local penny tax, how do we explain this to people in 30 seconds, a minute 30, or 2 minutes in a way that they will understand the information? Because you do understand that's the purpose of media. The purpose of media is to give information or knowledge. Isn't that what we're doing on social media? You're giving people information about your business. You're giving them knowledge about what your business does. For example, I'm giving you information right now about what's happening in the digital streets as it pertains to your visibility with Instagram. I'm sharing my knowledge of 20 years working behind the scenes as a television news producer, and many of the things that I learned in the background, you can use now in the forefront. So we were trained as television news producers to take big content, big ideas, big stories, and give you bite-sized nuggets in a newscast. So that way you would understand what's going on. Ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't figured this out yet, let me be the first to tell you that social media is not about being social anymore. The smartphone has become the new remote control. It has. And social media isn't even about social, especially if you are building a platform, you're building impact and influence. You have a business, you have a service, a product, you're a influencer, wherever you want to call yourself. Drop the social. It's about media. And we have to develop this mindset of understanding that if this is where the algorithm likes, if this is where um, how I can get more eyeballs on my content is short form video, then what I have to learn how to do is I have to learn how to lean into that. I have to learn how to develop the media mindset of how can I take this information, right, and use it and explain it in a way that's 15, 30, 60 seconds. If you're on Instagram, on TikTok, I guess now you can have content that's like 3 minutes long. I have to understand how can I explain what I do in those time periods. It's a skill, it's an art. So, number one, when it comes to this and the changes that Instagram is making, I want you to develop a media mindset of embracing this short form video. But along with embracing the short form video, I don't want you spazzing out. Changes happen on social media all of the time, right? So let me just insert this in here. Changes happen on social media all of the time. They're constantly updating things for a better user experience. So just get used to the fact that change is going to come. Change is happening. So don't get so pressed and overwhelmed by, oh my gosh, all this changes. And you immediately need to go start doing something now. No, what you need to start is number one, let me change my mindset about this. Let me embrace my mindset that what I'm doing here is creating my media. What I'm doing here is creating my space with information and knowledge. That's what you're doing. So, number one, I want you to embrace a media mindset. Number two, if Instagram says that they're focusing on short form video and that people come to Instagram to be entertained, then what do you think you should be doing? Yeah. Not just entertaining people, but I believe showing a little bit more of you, a little bit more of your personality. Am I saying doing the latest dance craze? I am not. If you feel like dancing, go ahead and bust a move. But I'm not saying doing that. What I'm saying is tap into what's unique about you. Tap into showing a little bit more of your personality and what's interesting and unique about you. When you look, even if you're a doctor, even if you say, I'm a coach, a consultant, and what I do is pretty serious, but there's a way that you can still show behind the scenes and make yourself personable. Remember, people buy people, right? They buy humans. They want to connect with real people. So this is an opportunity for you to step into, you embraced your media mindset. Now step into showing your personality. Step into fully showing up. It's so key and so important. When you look at the doctors that have shows on Discovery, um, TLC, Lifetime, or whatever, Dr. Pimple Popper, right? You have to understand that they're tapping into what? Their unique personality. So if I want to win in this social media game, if I want to continue to use social media as a platform to build my visibility, to be seen, heard, and paid, I have to now show up with more of my personality. Who are you? Right? For me, one of my personality pieces is my glasses. I often get commented all the time in the comments or when people meet me, do you have prescription in every single one of those pairs of glasses? I do. Really? Yes, I really do. That's a part of my brand. That's a part of my personality. So, how can you show and display some more of your personality? That's key. You have to know thyself. And number three, finally, create a platform. This goes along with that media mindset. Ladies and gentlemen, we're not just building a Facebook page, we're not just building a YouTube platform, right? It really is a YouTube channel, a social media channel. All of these ways that we can show up on social media are opportunities to do what? build channels. So we have to understand that what you're building is a channel and a platform. Remember what I said earlier about dropping social and just focusing on the media piece? It's so true. What we're doing now is building a platform. You're building your own CNN, your own MSNBC. I know you don't have all the main anchors, you don't have all the lights, but people are, what are they? They're scrolling. Think of all the people like Tabitha Brown. They didn't go viral because they were on Ellen first. They went viral because what? They did a short form video on TikTok that then opened up the door for them to be a part of national media. So we have to understand that every piece of content that you post, whether it's a picture on Instagram, whether it's a TikTok, whether it's a reel, all of those things, right, are opportunities for you to put your media, your information, your knowledge on display. TikToks are short form videos that are on the platform TikTok. Reels are short form video. And when I say short form, the video only lasts 15, uh, 30, or 60 seconds and it's pre recorded. So it's not even live. So you can edit it and finesse it and add music and do all the things to it. But we have to understand that we're creating a platform. So here's my main takeaway for you today. What I want you to do is I want you to start maybe just for 10 days. What can I talk about for 10 days? What Look at the content that you create and then go to creating a short form video about that. The version of short form video is right here on YouTube as well. They're called YouTube Shorts. You see, it's everywhere, you guys, because people are just not consuming hours and hours of content unless you're Netflixing and chilling. So we have to understand where the industry is going. And there's still space for long form video, right? There's still a place for that. But if if they're telling you, Instagram, that this is their focus, that means behind the scenes, they're going to drive the data, the algorithm, and everything else pointing towards that. And so if they're driving it pointing towards that, Instagram Reels, entertainment, creators, video, all of those things that the Instagram head of Instagram talked about, then that means if they're driving that direction, I have to make sure that I'm already at that destination. If they're driving in that direction, I need to make sure that I'm already located and I can be found already in that direction. Listen, I want to support you in doing that. Make sure that you can connect with me. If you're saying that we need more support in this area, listen, our calendar is open. As we start to wind things down here, our calendar is open and we do a VIP, a Visibility is Power profile session for you. It's complimentary to take a look at what's working with your visibility and what's not working and where you can show up better, especially when it comes to short form content. That link is below as well. This is part one. In part two, we're going to talk about what should you do, right? Now we're going to give you like a tactic. We're going to give you a thing that you can implement right now. We talked about your media mindset. We talked about showing personality. We talked about understanding that you're creating a platform and continue to create and build that platform. Video number two, we're going to get into what should you do? Should you totally toss away doing brand photo shoots? Should you get rid of all of those pictures? Not so fast. Listen, you're watching Visibility is Power TV with Rashonda Pratt, known as The Rose Show Live Online. I am an author and visibility producer, helping you to create and leverage your visibility with live video and local media because your visibility is power, my friend. Listen, your visibility is power, and this is the year you deserve to be seen, heard, and paid. As always, thank you for watching. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and share this video with a friend. See you in part two.